Like any other perfectly normal human being, I went on the internet and I looked up a list of all of the best habits. And then I tried them. Some of them were all right. A lot of them didn't stick, but 4 of them actually changed my life. In this video, I'm going to dive into what those 4 habits are, why they're amazing, and hopefully convince you to try them for yourself. The first habit is called the Tuesday list, and it is a crazy effective way to save money. For the last few years, I've had a minimalist mindset, and I've been very intentional about the things that I buy. Even with a minimalist mindset, I can still get wooed by good marketing. It is so easy to click buy now and have stuff delivered to you in just a couple of days. This used to be a huge problem, and every single day I felt like packages were piling up on my porch, and every corner of my house was getting filled with tchotchkes and knickknacks until I implemented this one habit. Now, every time that I want to buy something, instead of clicking buy now and just having it delivered immediately, I add it to the Tuesday list. And then when Tuesday rolls around, I give myself complete freedom to buy anything that is already on the list, assuming I still want it. But usually I don't. This habit of keeping a Tuesday list has saved me so much money. And if you suffer from making a lot of impulse purchases, implementing this habit into your own life can save you money as well. Highly recommend giving it a try. And that brings us to habit number 2. Habit number 2 is becoming an early riser. I have to preface this by saying that I am not a morning person, at least not naturally. My whole life, I've been a night owl, prone to staying up late, getting up even later. In college, I actually had to schedule all of my classes for after 1 p.m., and I would still struggle to wake up on time to make it to a lecture. But here's a secret that's not really a secret. The world is not built for night owls. If you're a morning person, you have a huge advantage. Waking up earlier in the day allows you to get stuff done, literally getting ahead of late risers by accomplishing things before they even wake up. And not only are you getting stuff done before other people even wake up, you're actually doing better work because there are fewer distractions to interrupt you whenever you get into a deep work state. So even if you're naturally a night owl like me, I highly recommend doing everything you can to shift your circadian rhythm to wake up earlier in the day. And one way to do that is with habit number 3, which is getting an 8-hour sleep window every single night. This one has been a complete game changer for me. I read the book Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker, and it terrified me into wanting to get a good night's sleep. And it's not just about being tired either. Sleep has a measurable effect on every single aspect of our lives, from our ability to learn, to our mental health, to whether or not we are going to suffer from dementia and Alzheimer's when we get older. Making enough time for quality sleep is absolutely essential, but I know it can be really difficult to do, so here are 2 tips to make it a little bit easier. 1, keep the same sleep schedule every day of the week, even on weekends. Catching up on sleep isn't really a thing. It's not really effective. All you're really doing when you wake up on time on some days and sleep in on other days is throwing your circadian rhythm for a loop and making it more difficult to fall asleep when you should. Number 2, and I know that you've heard this before, but I'm still gonna say it, stop looking at screens before you go to bed. Our bodies are super sensitive to light, and shining the internet lantern into your eyeballs as you try to fall asleep is devastating to your ability to feel sleepy and drift off into dreamland. Instead, turn off screens a couple of hours before bed and try doing calming analog activities like reading, meditating, listening to quiet music, really anything that doesn't involve shining a bright light into your face. And finally, habit number 4, do one thing every day that's going to get you closer to a long-term goal. This is one that I'm super excited about because it's got the most potential for outsized returns, but it's also one of the most difficult to build and maintain. So you've really got to commit to it if you want to make this one stick. But gosh, Luwash, by breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable steps and then committing to doing one of those steps every single day, you can make steady, consistent progress to whatever your long-term goals are. The key to this habit is consistency. By doing one thing per day, you're building a routine and building momentum towards your long-term goal. It is a powerful way to make a positive change in your life, and I highly recommend giving it a try. And if you're interested in learning more about intentional living or financial independence, please hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.